Welcome back everybody to your weekly comic book review. We got 8 comic books here. This is all from the week of July 2nd, the first week of July. 8 comic books to review for you guys. Let's start off with my pick of the week from Marvel Comics. We got Captain America, issue number 1. Brand new series, written by Chip Zdarsky, moving from DC and working on Batman, going back over to Marvel to work on some Captain America. So we get Valerio Schiti and Frank Martin on the art team. And yeah, I really did enjoy this first initial kind of look at Chip Zdarsky Captain America. I thought the art was really solid. I really enjoyed the sort of parallel story between this David kid, I think his name is David, kind of mirroring Captain America's origin story in a way. In this issue, it's Captain America first coming out of the ice. So it's a really interesting time period to put Captain America in. We get the first meeting with in-depth discussion with Reed Richards for the first time. It seems like Captain America is going to go into Latveria to kind of see what's going on with Victor Von Doom. He's been sent on a mission to go in there. Yeah, we get some great heartfelt moments between Captain America and this potential, almost terrorist, but Captain America talks him down, uses his words, man. So I don't know. I'm really just enjoying the kind of setup, kind of vibes of this Captain America series so far. I'm adding it to my pull. I originally told my comic shop first 3, and then we'll see from there. But with this first issue, I think they solidified it on my pull list, so definitely check it out if you get a chance. Next up, let's talk about Resurrection Man, dude. Definitely a DC series that's flying under the radar right now. It's DC Black Label. I'm a huge fan of DC Black Label. Some of the most compelling, experimental sort of series I feel like come out of DC Black Label. So this Ron V written series all about Resurrection Man, I've been loving it, dude. Excellent artwork from Anon RK and Mike Spicer as well. This issue is all about, it's driving to the end of this little mini series here. It's all about like the choices that you make. If you make a different choice, maybe that sets your life down a different path, right? And we get some kind of revelations. This guy that we thought was potentially a good guy helping out Resurrection Man, it seems like he has more sort of evil means, or he's trying to go about something good, but in a very bad way that, requires the death of millions and millions of timelines and stuff like that. So this series turned into sort of like a universe hopping, like alternate timeline sort of series, all about the kind of weight about our choices that we can make. And yeah, man, I'm just finding this series to be very thought compelling. Beautiful, beautiful artwork as well from Anon RK and Mike Spicer. Ron V with the poetic, very poetic prose writing as well. I'm just really enjoying the series, man. Definitely flying under the radar. Check out Resurrection Man when it comes out in a trade, if you haven't been catching it in singles. But yeah, that's been a great DC series. Let's talk about Ultimate Wolverine issue number 7. So this issue was excellent, man. I'm really loving what Chris Condon's doing in this series. We get Cappuccio back on the art. I believe he took a little bit of a break the last 2. And then we get Valenza sticking around for the coloring, I believe, right? So yeah, this issue was awesome. It's all about Logan is kind of dealing with the fact like, hey, I did all these bad things as the Winter Soldier. I know I'm back now, but I still have this blood on my hands, right? And so yeah, it seems like this group of rebels is starting to kind of plan their next move, plan their next offensive. And yeah, Logan is just kind of settling back into this life that he used to have before becoming the Winter Soldier. So I really like the series. I like the direction that it's going. Yeah, just a really strong part of the Ultimate title, especially now that I've dropped Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Black Panther. This series at issue number 7, I'm enjoying a lot more than I was Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Black Panther by issue number 7 for sure. Let's talk about Absolute Green Lantern, issue number 4. Man, I was a little bit worried about the series because it wasn't exactly clicking with me for the first 3 issues, but I think with issue number 4, I get it, I got it, you know what I'm saying? I see what Al Ewing is kind of going for here. You got to give Al Ewing a little bit of time to cook, right? But all throughout, I've really been enjoying the artwork from Lindsay. I think the artwork is really stand out. I didn't have an issue with the artwork at all. It's just the story, it's kind of hard to follow at some points. Al Ewing is doing like a flashback, flash forward, showing the present sort of thing. So a lot of different timeline jumping around. It's kind of hard to read the story in that way. I feel like there could have been a better job differentiating like the time setting here and the time setting here in this panel. Sometimes it'll be a panel and panel right next to each other and they take place in completely different time periods. So you kind of have to wrap your head around it as you're reading it. Other series I feel like do a really better job of differentiating that so you can have an easier reading experience. I like the series so far. We're understanding what happened Al Ewing is finally giving us that context that I was looking for. It's starting to pick up, really. It really is starting to pick up. So yeah, definitely check out Absolute Green Lantern. But if you do, give it a little bit of time to click with you, I guess. Compared to the other Absolute titles where they clicked almost immediately, this one is taking a little bit, but I think with issue number 4, they kind of solidified it. Let's talk about Plague House, dude. What an excellent finale to this Oni Press indie comic series. So this was all about, it's kind of a subversion of the haunted house sort of trope. So this kind of gives a reason to why haunted houses might be haunted. We get our protagonist, well, not really a protagonist, he's kind of an evil guy, but he's going on like a murder spree. This series has taken a real turn, right? That first issue, you really think it's just like a normal haunted house series, and it kind of diverts from that and it never looks back. But all throughout, man, I'm loving Dave Chisholm's artwork. It's just excellent. His paneling, the way everything kind of just flows together. To me, and I know that Dave Chisholm is like a music teacher and stuff like that, trumpet player. He writes as if it's like sheet music, or like the way he kind of flows and panels everything together, all the word boxes and stuff like that, the narration boxes, you kind of read it as if it's sheet music. Everything just flows so easily. And yeah, I really just appreciate Dave Chisholm when he's on the artwork, man. It's always some spectacular stuff. Really easy reading experience. And yeah, really skilled stuff as well. Some of these 2-panel spreads are really cool. So definitely check out Plague House. Michael W. Conrad with an interesting story, and Dave Chisholm, excellent on the artwork. As always, a hit from Oni Press, man. Definitely check it out. We've got 3 more issues to talk about, so we'll blast through them a little quick. Batgirl issue number 9. So we got Miyazawa back on the artwork. This kind of solidified to me the importance of the last couple issues that I wasn't a fan of, to be honest with you, the Lady Shiva Year 1 stuff. But it gives kind of context, and it's like, hey, that stuff was important because of some of the revelations in this issue, I will say. Mostly it's a talking issue between Cassandra Cain and Bronze Tiger. And then there's a twist at the end. We find out who this guy is and how he relates to Cassandra Cain's past. So yeah, man, I'm loving Batgirl. It's a really strong series out of DC. And with the kind of last page here, it looks like we're in for a battle in the next issue. So a lot of fights upcoming. Really excited about that. But yeah, Batgirl issue number 9. Tate Bromwell killing it. Miyazawa, excellent on the artwork. Glad he's back. And then Mike Spicer, excellent coloring. So let's talk about Birds of Prey number 23. Really strong series, man, from Kelly Thompson. Just having a ton of fun with it. The birds are still kind of split up. We have Big Barda is still under the control of the enemy. And we're kind of finding out from the Birds of Prey team how to best handle this new group of supervillains working together. So the Birds of Prey are going on the offensive, man. So we get that first initial battle between this version of Barda and the rest of the Birds of Prey, trying to save their friend. They can see it breaking through a little bit, so we know Big Barda's in there. She's just being controlled by ink. Really cool kind of setup for the rest of this little arc here. I'm having a ton of fun with Birds of Prey. Excellent artwork from Basri too, I want to mention. Basri can stay for a while, man. I liked it quite a bit. And then yeah, Kelly Thompson just continuing this fun Birds of Prey series, 23 issues in, and I don't think it's really excellent all the way throughout. Let's talk about JSA number 9 and wrap it up. I thought this was a great issue from Jeff Lemire. This series as a whole, though, it's taking a little bit too long to get going. I see what they're going for with the last issue showing us like the flashback thing. You gotta know about the Spear of Destiny and the Injustice Society. That's kind of their goal, is to get the Spear of Destiny. So they've infiltrated the JSA. They have a spy kind of in there. The team is still split. Some members are missing. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this JSA series. A lot of different moving parts, moving gears. I'm enjoying it, but it is taking a little bit long to get to where it's going. I guess this is the first issue in a little 3-issue arc. So kind of a good jumping on point, but not really. And yeah, we're gonna see 9, 10, and 11, I guess, is gonna be this little arc. Hopefully by issue number 11, they can sort of wrap up this initial kind of push and then move us on to the next story. Because yeah, I don't know, issue by issue, it just feels like not a ton happens. Enjoying it, but a little bit cool on it from where I initially was loving it. Yeah, cooled down quite a bit. So yeah, that's what we got. The weekly comic book review, everything I had a chance to read from July 2nd, New Comic Book Day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.